NASCAR, a sport built on speed and competition, is now facing a big lawsuit that might change things. We've got a story that's sending shockwaves through the racing world. What happens when America First Legal, a conservative legal organization, takes on one of America's greatest sports? Could this be the end of NASCAR as we know it? Stay tuned, because we're about to break down all the high-octane drama in the world of stock car racing. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. It's no secret that there's a lot of debate around issues like systemic inequality and oppression. And now it seems there's a new twist in the story. America First Legal, a conservative legal group led by Stephen Miller, a former advisor to ex-President Trump, is making quite a claim. They're saying that NASCAR is somehow racist against white American men. It's a pretty bold assertion, to say the least. AFL is taking this matter to the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, seeking an investigation into NASCAR and rev racing for what they call illegal discrimination against white male Americans. This certainly raises some eyebrows. For those not well versed in these programs, they're essentially NASCAR's efforts to provide more opportunities to individuals from diverse communities. Back in 2004, NASCAR started the Drive for Diversity program, which aims to create opportunities for marginalized communities. The program selects about 20 diverse drivers, usually between the ages of 14 and 26, and invites them to a combine, where NASCAR assesses various skills, including racecraft, physical fitness, communication, media skills, past experience, and more. The program typically includes 6 to 10 drivers at a time, and standout performers are given coaching, mentoring, and developmental support. They get a chance to compete with rev racing, which is essentially the competitive arm of D4D, participating in various NASCAR-affiliated series. The Drive for Diversity initiative has also led to other programs, like a diverse pit crew development program, a diverse internship program, and a diverse supplier program. The goal of all these programs is to create opportunities for talented individuals who come from marginalized backgrounds in a sport that has traditionally been dominated by white men, especially from the South. It's a move aimed at making NASCAR more diverse and inclusive. So, in a nutshell, what AFL is really doing here is asking the EEOC to look into whether NASCAR is violating Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which forbids discrimination based on race or sex. The twist is that even though NASCAR recently changed the wording of its diversity programs, shifting towards seeking people with diverse backgrounds and experiences rather than explicitly mentioning women and people of color, AFL seems quite concerned that this change might prevent less qualified white individuals from making their way into stock car racing. Here's the thing though, if AFL had taken the time to do some research, they'd find that the Drive for Diversity program isn't exactly a fast track to the top echelons of NASCAR racing. In the nearly 2 decades since its inception, only 3 of the many combined winners have managed to secure full-time spots in the prestigious Cup Series: Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, and Daniel Suarez. There was a 4th, Paulie Haraka, who participated in a single Cup race in 2013. But for AFL, the real point might not be the facts and figures. After all, this is the same group that has a history of accusing various organizations, including Morgan Stanley, Major League Baseball, McDonald's, and Starbucks, of being biased against white men. They've also been vocal about their concerns regarding critical race theory. So in their world, it seems that making bold and provocative claims may take precedence over thoroughly understanding the issues they're raising. Rev Racing, by the way, stands for Revolution Racing. This team's all about getting more minority and female drivers into the world of racing. They're active in the NASCAR Truck Series and ARCA Menard Series, and they even have a presence in the late model and Legends car divisions. And if you're into racing, you might know that drivers like Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, and Daniel Suarez have all taken the wheel for Rev Racing. In a statement issued by AFL through X, they've expressed their concern about NASCAR and Rev Racing's diversity program. They're basically saying that this program offers great opportunities to drivers and pit crew members, but there's a catch. It seems to be mainly for non-white and non-male individuals. They're questioning why NASCAR would seemingly penalize white men in this context. Rev Racing, they point out, is a NASCAR-backed team with a specific mission to develop female and minority drivers. The NASCAR Drive for Diversity program is all about providing training and opportunities to women and minorities in both driving and pit crew roles within the NASCAR industry. And here's something else interesting. Before September 1st, 2023, NASCAR described the program as one where top minority and female drivers receive coaching, mentoring, and development opportunities while competing with Rev Racing. Furthermore, the driver eligibility page seems to explicitly limit admission to females or members of certain ethnic minority groups. Over the weekend, NASCAR President Steve Phelps addressed the NASCAR Diversity Program. NASCAR President Steve Phelps took a moment to express his pride in the strides they've made in the realms of diversity and inclusion within their sport. He stated, "I'm proud of the work that we've done in the areas of diversity and inclusion to broaden our sport. Our sport is about welcoming all race fans, right? That's what we want to do. We're going to continue efforts to have the entire country, the entire world, come to our facilities and watch on television because it's about a love for racing. I think our racing and our sport in general, but racing specifically, is a great opportunity for people to come together. That's what we want to do. We're going to continue to make sure that we are broadening our fan base, and broadening our fan base across every segment of this population. Young, old, black, white, male, female, all of it. Because that's how we're going to grow. Our job when we wake up in the morning, how can we grow this sport? We're going to do it with all kinds of programs to meet potential race fans where they are, or existing race fans where they are. I think it's the responsibility of anyone who works within this sport, certainly those that work in NASCAR." Now let's talk about the NASCAR Championship winner. Ryan Blaney has quite the racing legacy to uphold, with his father Dave Blaney, grandfather Lou Blaney, and uncle Dale Blaney all having impressive careers in motorsports. Dave Blaney, with 473 Cup starts over 17 seasons and a World of Outlaws championship, is a racing veteran. His brother Dale made a name for himself as a sprint car champion, and their father Lou earned multiple Midwest titles. However, Ryan Blaney has now achieved something his racing relatives never did: winning a NASCAR Cup Series championship. While he might have come in second to Ross Chastain in Sunday's season finale at Phoenix Raceway, he secured the most significant prize of all. At the age of 29, he clinched his first Cup title by outperforming the other three championship contenders in a thrilling 312-lap showdown in Phoenix. Blaney went head-to-head with two Hendrick Motorsports drivers, Kyle Larson, who finished third, and William Byron, who finished fourth, to claim the championship. This victory also marked the second consecutive Cup title for team owner Roger Penske, following Joe Logano's win in 2022. Expressing his pride and gratitude, Blaney said, "Just so proud of this team. What an unbelievable year. What an unbelievable playoffs for us. To win back-to-back Cup titles for Mr. Penske, that's so special. And to have my family here for my first Cup title, I got emotional in the car. I'm not a very emotional guy, but this was so cool. I can't wait to celebrate with my guys." Ryan Blaney celebrated his first NASCAR Cup Series championship by waving the championship flag at Phoenix Raceway. In the final stage of the race, Larson had a fierce battle with Blaney, but he admitted that his Chevrolet couldn't match the speed of Blaney's Ford. Larson stated, "Ryan Blaney's car was really fast, especially today. Our pit crew and pit stops kept us in the game. We weren't the strongest on the track, but I was counting on pit stops because I knew our team executed well and our pit crew could make a difference." Byron had a strong start, leading every lap of the 60-lap opening stage. However, he acknowledged that his Chevrolet became tight as the race progressed. He commented, "I feel like we all raced really hard. I feel like in stages 1 and 2, I could kind of take Ryan Blaney's lane away a little bit and get him tight. And then once he got in front of us, it was really hard to chase him back down." Unfortunately, the final championship contender, Christopher Bell from Joe Gibbs Racing, had to exit the race before the halfway point due to brake issues, causing him to crash into the wall. In a notable twist, the 2023 playoffs marks the first time since NASCAR introduced the current playoff format in 2014 that the race winner was not one of the championship 4 contenders. Ross Chastain, who had been eliminated from the 2023 playoffs prior to the round of 8, emerged as the race winner. For Kevin Harvick, this race marked the end of his Cup career as he finished 7th. Harvick reflected on his journey, saying, "It's been an emotional roller coaster for sure. This means a lot to me, just because I love driving the car. I love being around the people more. I love our sport. It's given our family so much throughout the years. I opened this chapter unexpectedly in 2001 and closed it in 2023 how we wanted to, and that was being competitive." So that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.